Hey everyone, this is James. It's April 3rd. It is about 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. This is BTC USD on the Bitfinex exchange. First off, this is not investment advice. Second off, I like to just go over the overall trend. We are forming a series of lower highs and also lower lows right here as I trace this zone. So what that shows, just basic technical analysis, is that sellers are in control of this market. We are moving downward at a negative frequency on a negative slope, and that is exactly what these red lines encapsulate. They encapsulate the price structure between buyers and sellers, and obviously show that sellers are in control of this market. Anytime you have a series of lower highs and lower lows, it means that sellers are in control of the market. It's literally that simple and that basic. So I call for about the 7,400 mark on Bitcoin, and that's where we hit 7,400. Now, I do think there's a possibility if we continue upward overnight that we are going to hit about the 7,700, possibly up to 7,900 level, okay? That level would fill this gap right here. Once we fill that gap, I do believe we are headed back downward. There is nothing about this chart that makes me think we have reached a final bottom at all. All we've done is a repetition of the same exact pattern. So we've had these runs, 2 times the distance down, run, 2 times the distance down, run, 2 times the distance down. I do believe we are headed to the 6,000 bottom. We may get a bounce at 6,000, but I do think we are going to take out this low and continue the pattern of lower highs and lower lows. All right, so I said that this would be a guppy rally, and that's exactly what this is. We have the same exact V bottom formation, 2 bars, 1 big bar. Same thing right here. You know, 2 bar. This is actually 3 bars, 1 big bar. But you can see exactly what's happening every single time this happens. Every single time these thin bottoms is what I like to call them, where you get 1, 2, 3 bars, you know, that just immediately turn the market around. It's just something I've talked about in my prior videos, to where if you're a big investor and you have a lot of money and you want to dump that money into retail traders, the thing you do is you create a big bar. You take a portion of your big portfolio and you buy, you create the panic, you create the panic in the market that everyone thinks they're going to get left at the train station. The people chase it up. I mean, look at the repetition of the same exact pattern occurring here. You can see it, just the same repetition over and over and over again. This is it, and you know exactly what happens. The run up, they chase the market up, and then boom, you dump right into that. And then you have the last laugh at the end of the day. That's unfortunately how simple it is, and that's basically what is currently occurring in this market. The same thing here. You know, we had the big run, the fail to break this area right here, and you can obviously see the aftermath, especially once we put in the soft shoulder. Boom, the downward momentum. Same thing, up, soft shoulder, boom, downward momentum. This is what I'm expecting to occur here. Is yes, we may peak in this area, and yes, people are going to get hyped up, and people are going to think it's going to $1 trillion. But I am expecting this to a soft shoulder, and then boom, downward. It's the same thing I've said in my prior videos, and I'm not going to change my analysis because that is the logical assumption based on what is occurring in this market. It does not mean it's the end of Bitcoin. All that means is that Bitcoin has lower to go, and that's it. It's going to work itself out eventually. It will find a bottom. It will create a base. It will create a more longer-term structure base to work from. Something I touched back in my prior video was like, when you look at this and you see this nice structure, this nice base forming, this is what you want to see for the market to turn around on. You want a nice solid base that's going to generate big moves, all right? Everyone's talking about like Bitcoin going to like $1 trillion by tomorrow. I see the crazy news articles where it's going to be, not $1 trillion, but obviously $1 million. I see those articles all the time. That's my favorite one, $1 million from here. Yeah, by the end of the year. I want to see that one. But anyways, we don't have the structure here at all, okay? There's these little thin runs, and you can see what happens on these thin runs. You can see it happens every single time. I mean, look at these. Look at this little push right here. Again, the same exact thing. You can see it's just the same repetition over and over and over again. And every single time there is one, you can just see every single time. Boom, 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 boom. You can see the crazy volatility generated by it. You can see the crazy run, right? So yes, there is some money to be made on these, but you can see what the aftermath is of these little thin runs, is what I like to call them. I like to call them, guppy rallies, and this is where the big bars come in. The little guppies all jump in the train, and the train goes right off the cliff. Because the driver jumps out. He already knows where the train's going. He knows it's going off the cliff, and before it does, he's jumping out, and he's laughing and just watching it go off the cliff with all the little guppies. And it's just the unfortunate nature of the beast. It happens in every single market, but Bitcoin, you can literally see the same exact pattern occurring. So anyways, we broke the downtrend line set. Like I said, about 77, 7,900 range is where I think we're going to go. We may kind of just churn around in this zone for a little bit and then form that, basically the same pattern, the high, the soft shoulder, and then 2 times the distance or more downward. And that would easily put us at the 6,000 low or to the mid 5,000 low if we do not get a bounce from the 6,000 low. So that's it for tonight. If you do like the video, like it, comment, subscribe, follow, share, depending on what social media platform you're watching it on. If you want to follow me on social media, or you want to join my free Slack channel that is cryptocurrency based. It has over 170 members in it, and it's just completely cryptocurrency oriented. Everyone shares their opinions, news, charts. It's a great place to be if you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency. You can learn more about that. That link is on my website at geometriccharts.com. If you scroll to the bottom, you can see my YouTube there, my Twitter, my Slack channel as well. That's absolutely free. Do not ask me for buy and sell areas. I do not do that. Like I said in the beginning of this video, these videos are only for educational purposes. They are not investment advice. If you're interested in something more along those lines, you can visit my site, geometriccharts.com. I do offer a free 7-day trial there. All you have to do is just email me, let me know you're interested. You have to be a part of the Slack community, and then I will grant you access to this free 7-day trial, and that is where I put in my buy and sell signals based on cryptocurrency and the stock market as well. So, if you're interested in that, just visit the site. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow.